On today's show, we're going to be taking a look at Neca's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Bebop and Rocksteady. If you're collecting the cartoon turtle line, these bumbling doofuses are a must-have. They appear in most episodes, and are the only mutants that Shredder hates more than the Turtles.
You incompetent slugs! Can't you do anything right?
How are they represented in action figure form? Find out in today's review. Bebop and Rocksteady were originally gang members, until Shredder turned them into mutants to even the playing field with the Turtles. The volunteer procedure mixed their DNA with a warhog and a rhino.
I wish I could think of brilliant plans like that.
Both grew larger and stronger, but stayed imbecilic buffoons.
Dumb. Those dudes are so dumb.
Articulation, bruh. Head's on a ball joint, allowing him to snort down this much and look up this much. Hinge on the mouth opens a gluttonous amount. The head can do a full 360, and we might as well shut his gob, as my mom would say.
Subtitle, zip it.
Bebop has an equal amount of sass, and his glasses are pegged into the side of the head, revealing his cold, dead eyes. Head's on a ball joint, allowing him to spear this much and horn himself this much. Has a Stewie Griffin level of head rotation.
I'm all talk. I wouldn't possibly go through with it. I'll just poop and fall asleep.
I would love a nap right now. Head tilts this much, and the hinge on the mouth opens this wide. Ball and hinge allows his arms to rise up, rotates enough to join a woman's slow-pitch team. I mean, after this mutation, I think Bebop can call himself whatever he damn well pleases.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
A bicep swivel that's stiffer than I'd like. A double-jointed elbow. Hands swivel and hinge up and down. Bebop's chain often comes loose, so just wrap that bad boy counterclockwise and be careful when you're clipping it in. Both of Rocksteady's arms can do a 360. Ball and hinge gives him this much up. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Hands swivel round and round and hinge up and down. There's a recessed ball joint in the torso. Doesn't allow for a lot of back and forth, but it does allow for a full rotation. No ab crunch, but there is a solid waist twist. Though I wouldn't recommend it, you can twist it a full 360. Just be aware of the protruding piece off the harness. Bebop can kick this high. He can kick the side this much. Double jointed knee that'll get you about a 90-degree bend. A shin swivel that gets you a full rotation and will help with the lack of pivot in the ankle. Boot hinges down this much and barely anything up. There is no ankle pivot, but between the shin swivel and this shoe tilt, it's enough. Legs kick up and kick back that much, kick out that much, a overly stiff, ineffective upper thigh cut, a double jointed knee that gets you to about 90, a true boot swivel, and loose ankles that hinge down, up, and pivot. Accessories! Does this purse go with my bra, brah? These two boobs come with a set of grabby hands, fists, a pointer finger, and a gripping hand. Here goes his huff, and he'll puff, and he'll blow his hands away. Which translates to heat up any tight joints. That goes for when you're trying to put the guns in the hands too. Like Bebop here. Here's a closer look at that blaster, and what these two bozos look like holding them. Here's the larger blaster, and effectively used by many.
Drink blazing electric death, Turtles!
Ah, the boy likes his work.
Here's a comparison of the ones that came with the foot soldiers. Virtually identical. But because of the incorrect hinges, you can make Bebop and Rocksteady look like they're holding the blaster, but you can't make them look down the scope. Also packed in is a telecommunication device that predates FaceTime. Here's a comparison between some of the other comms by your favorite bad guys.
Hey, boss, this is me calling, Bebop. Quit it, Bebop! You're gonna make me drop this thing!
Here are just a few examples of Rocksteady being anything but Rocksteady. Okay, bring them in. Here's NECA's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Donatello and Michelangelo. Here comes the boss, Shredder, and a foot soldier. And I almost forgot Krang. From one Rhino to the next, here's Hasbro's Spider-Man Origins Rhino and Marvel Legends' Shocker. Here's Toka and Razar from the live-action movie Into the Ooze. Here's Star Wars Black Series Han Solo and Chewbacca. Think unsexy thoughts. Think unsexy thoughts.
Looking at Bebop and Rocksteady, it looks like they jumped right off the screen. A staple in the show and my collection. Possibly my favorite henchman.
Looks just like one of your old girlfriends, only prettier.
Loose hips and incorrect hinges for the trigger fingers aside, these are near perfect. They were made with love, and I love them.
You complete me.
Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be releasing weekly videos of either Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black Series, or NECA for all that nostalgic goodness. And remember, collect responsibly. Click on this video, but not this one. This one is, well, you'll see.